Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Well, welcome back. Over in Dublin, much like Macon, it is plenty sunny outside. Temperatures getting to those low to mid 80s out there, so maybe a little cooler than what we are anticipating for today. 83 right now with that wind light and variable. It's largely out of the south. We don't have those fire threats today. You see them up in the northwestern third of the state. But for us in middle Georgia, the humidity's come up a little bit, and that's because of these winds out of the south. So what with the forecast high at 85 for today, we're one below that. And the reason why I'm pointing that out is it's going to be important to note how we're achieving with our temperatures leading up to this weekend. If we're going to possibly get 90s going, we'd want to be overachieving, and that is not what we are seeing. 49 last night, we did overachieve with how low. I fear we get down to 52, so we did get colder than that by 3 degrees. But we're really looking phenomenal through this evening. If you want to dine out on the town, of course, for your Good Friday heading into Easter weekend, the weather is great. We'll stay in the 80s for a while, upper 50s, maybe a couple of lower 60s. Heading into the beginning of your Saturday, fog will be possible with this wind out of the south, and not too many clouds overhead, just a few of them. You see a lot of us are just below that 60-degree mark with the warm spots hovering right at 60 degrees. So cloud cover will be pretty hard to come by the next few days, especially tomorrow. You do see some of this fog in the morning, but that gets out of here quickly. And UV index forecast tomorrow is around a 9. We'll touch on that later on, but basically wear sunscreen this weekend if you're going to be spending a lot of time outdoors. Same with Easter Sunday. Morning, there's going to be some fog. Then we get later into the day, and even if there's a little more cloud cover on Sunday than there's going to be tomorrow, it's still going to lean towards the sunny side of things, and it still will be easy to burn. You know, if there is a little more cloud cover, it can make you think, oh, it may not be as bad out there, but definitely will be some sun that gets through the clouds, because most of the clouds that we are expecting are going to be high level cirrus, and those don't do a whole lot of work when it comes to blocking out the sun. Good news is, even though it is getting warmer and muggier, I don't really expect much in the way of mosquitoes. Exception to this exists if you live near a body of water that's already standing, but mosquitoes like to come after it rains. You have kind of standing water all over the place. We don't have that right now, but if you live near a lake or a swamp, you may have to deal with mosquitoes as we head into the weekend. You're probably already dealing with them anyways. So as for tonight, pretty mild one. Getting tomorrow, low 60s, upper 50s out the door. Should be lovely weather. Getting to the low 80s by lunchtime and peaking in the mid to upper 80s. Confidence that we'll get a 90 tomorrow is pretty low. We might get one, but I don't think we're going to see many of them at all. And Sunday too. Again, there's going to be a little more cloud cover on Easter. Not a whole lot. It's going to largely be high clouds, and temperatures are still going to largely get into the mid to upper 80s, but the odds of getting to 90 degrees is a little higher tomorrow than it is on Easter. But here is that UV index tomorrow. I'm thinking a 9. It'll probably be close to a 7 or an 8 on Easter Sunday, but we're still talking under half an hour to burn even then. Your extended forecast is coming up in 10 seconds. Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. It is going to be a pretty hot week on there. You see a lot of the word hot. Even though number 90, you have to remember the average high right now is about 78 degrees, and almost all of these are 10 plus degrees above that. It will get muggier next week, but there's really not a whole lot in terms of rain chances.